Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. A music evolution. Now, Darin and Anita with your Grand Strand Artist Spotlight.
Darin and Anita on Grand Strand. Welcome back to the show from a commercial break. And it is time now for our Spotlight interview segment. And this week we call it Beach Music in the Mountains, coming to the Nate Evans Theater in Sevierville, Tennessee on September the 8th. And what a show it's going to be with the Temptations Revue featuring Nate Evans, the Chairmen of the Board, and the Tams. On the line with me from D&G Promotions is Dennis Hardison. Dennis, how are you, man?
Doing great, Darin. Thanks for having me.
You're very welcome, and I tell you, a great big show getting ready to happen, and D&G Promotions and Dennis is putting this on. Dennis, tell us about the show. Man, what a lineup.
Wow, it's such a great show. We're having the Temptations Revue tribute with Nate Evans. We're having the Tams and the Chairmen of the Board. It's going to be an awesome show. And this will be the first concert held in that theater outside of the Temptations tribute that they normally do.
So they're starting to bring in, from what I've read about it a little bit, a lot of some of your Motown groups and that sort of thing. And I tell you what, you were talking about the Tams and the Chairman of the Board being on the show. A couple weeks back, I was in Spartanburg, South Carolina with both those groups. And I'm going to tell you what a show it's going to be right there. What a show. Because Little Red with the Tams, he is out of sight to start with. And Ken Knox and the Chairman of the Board, it's just an incredible time. And I can't imagine Nate Evans, the Temptations there. God, man, what a show.
The show is just absolutely amazing. I did an interview the other day, and I told the audience that this is a show that you will remember for the rest of your life. And I promise you that. You was talking about Lil Red at the Tams. He's the closest thing to MC Hammer that I've seen.
He is. The energy that he has is just incredible.
But I am so excited about the show. It's just, in my 38 years of promoting big-time entertainers, this is one of the most amazing shows that I ever had the pleasure of presenting to a public.
The other thing, too, to add to that is Ken Knox with the Chairman of the Board. Now, their new song, Out You, is doing incredibly well. And just the energy that show poses. You know, this whole show, actually, now that I stop and think about it, from Nate Evans and the Temptations and the Tams and the Chairman of the Board, if you want energy, this has got to be the energy show of the whole year. Got to be the energy show.
Darin, I tell you, I would put this show up against any other show out there on the road. This is one of the most incredible lineups that's ever been assembled in recorded music. This show is going to be amazing.
It is amazing, and I'm telling you what, to come to the mountains, what's really cool, you always think of beach music and all that at the mountains, the Carolina beach music thing and all that, are at the beach, but then you're taking it to the mountains, and it's going to be cool up there, what kind of weather, tons of things to do, and then at night to go out, you have a nice dinner, you go out and see a show like this. It's almost like going to Vegas.
It is. And the great thing about it is that we're presenting two shows. We have one at 6 o'clock p.m. on September the 8th, and then we have another show following that at 9:15. So we'll have two shows featuring the Tams, the Chairman of the Board, and the Temptations Revue tribute with Nate Evans.
So it is like going to Vegas. You get two shows in a day. There you go. Well, let me tell you, Dennis, to talk a little bit about what D&G Promotions has done and the folks that you've worked with in the past that you were telling me. You've brought some celebrities to town and to events throughout.
Yes, well, actually, D&G is me and my partner, George Sire. We've been together for 30 years, and just a whole host of entertainers.
Tons of shows. And I tell you, and you can also let them know, and I found this off the air a little bit, folks, as I was talking to Dennis, and it's in the works. Don't know it's going to happen yet, but you're also to bring into the Nate Evans Theater, trying to bang, who is it now that's coming up there?
We're working on Clarence Carter, with Patches.
Right.
The song written by General Johnson. And we're working on Percy Sledge, When a Man Loves a Woman.
Two great artists right there on a show. And I tell you what, Dennis, tell us this. All this is coming up, folks. The Tams, the Chairman of the Board, the Nate Evans Temptations Revue in Sevierville, Tennessee at the Nate Evans Theater on September the 8th. And what a show it is going to be. The Temptations Revue featuring Nate Evans, the Chairman of the Board, and the Tams. And folks, again, if you want to get tickets and find out more, go to nateevanstheater.com, or you can call 865-428-0008. Dennis, thank you so much.
Hey, thank you, Darin. Appreciate it. You having me on your show. Really enjoyed it.
What a show that's going to be. The Nate Evans Theater, Sevierville, Tennessee, right there around Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg. For more information on the show, go to nateevanstheater.com. And on with the show we go. Ken Knox and the Chairman of the Board, their latest, You.
Baby.
Darin and Anita on Strand. A music evolution.